Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a Black Manga Critic here. Back for that promised Neverland greatness, y'all. All right, we always got to do this. We always gotta get on Monday with that promised Neverland greatness. Sometimes, there were a few Mondays I've skipped the promised Neverland, but this is not one of those Mondays. All right, this is not one of those Mondays. So we are here. We're about to partake of this meal, this manga meal. Okay, just say thanks. Thank you, Shirai Pasuka, for this bountiful meal that we are about to partake in. All right, and y'all already know how I felt about last chapter. That was just heartbreaking, man. Rough stuff. Again, hashtag save Phil. Hashtag save Norman. All right. Hashtag not mama hashtag the real and Viv, because you already know how I feel about Isabella and all that, and mama, and you already know what it is. There are quite a few hashtags, okay? But we gotta get into this Promised Neverland chapter. All right, I've only seen a few tweets about it, maybe because the illegal scans, all right, they are illegal, right? The illegal scans generally started to come out on a Monday or very late on a Sunday or something like that for the Promised Neverland. And Viz generally comes out around this time. I was just kind of sitting at my computer waiting for the for Viz to put it up on their website, on the magazine. So they put it up, said, let's stream. Because I have work at 2:30 and I want to make sure I get this chapter done and Hunter x Hunter. All right, we got to get to both of those because the hype. All right, so let's do it. Yo, what's good? Said no hats. I don't have a hat. Whoa. Sometimes I have hat. Sometimes I have a hat. Depending on how I'm feeling. Today's not really hat weather because it's raining outside, and no, that's not good. So I'm not wearing a hat, but I don't know. Maybe during streams I'll start wearing a hat. Maybe I'll wear my chopper hat for streams. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it a thing. We'll see. All right. Anyways, what's good, BDV? Good, always good to see you. Let's get into it. Let's get into the Promised Neverland greatness, yo. All right. Hopefully other people come through while I'm reading. Throw out a tweet. Make sure to tweet about it so people know. Hopefully the notifications are working. If they're not working for you and for some reason it's a problem, let me know. All right. We're on chapter 110. All right. Where you're going to do a live reaction / initial thoughts. So Promised Neverland, chapter 110. Let's get into it. All right. I can smell the wind. Hey, what is that smoke? Is it from the direction of the shelter? Hugo, Lucas, they didn't come home even when night fell. Chapter 110 is entitled, What Can I Do? Wow, and this is just a great panel. All of Pasuka's panels are always dope. They're always just interesting. They clearly tell us something, you know what I mean, in terms of what certain things represent and different different sort of perspectives and different ways of looking at set plot point or a character or whatever. It's been too long, way too long. Hugo, Lucas, I knew it. Something happened. We need to go make sure. Find them. If we go now, we can hide in the dark and get near the shelter. What? No. Stop that. Right, Ray. Thank you very much. All right. Come on. What are they talking about? Ray's just no. Huh? If we go and the enemies are still alive, there was no point in Hugo and Lucas letting us escape. But Ray, they aren't coming, but the enemy hasn't come after us either. So they were probably able to defeat them. What if they defeated the enemy but aren't able to move afterwards? If we go look for them now, we might be able to save them. Or maybe the enemy defeated them and is still looking for us. If that's the case, then Hugo and Lucas would have died for nothing. Woo! And even Ray just like sort of realized, he was like, yo, like, they dead. He like just blurted out because like Ray knows what the deal is. Ray knows what the deal is. All right. You know, there's the like very practical like way that Ray sort of thinks, and he's very good at just being like, you know, things don't always work out in the way that you would like. That's what it is. All right. And it's awful, but you know, they did. Let's get into it. Sorry, I'm tired. I woke up really early this morning. Didn't go to work today, but I watched my little brother like officially like get married. We went to the courthouse, you know, in a certain area, and it was good. It was really good. But I'm tired. Like I'm tired. I'm going to eventually just like knock out after I work. I still have work later on. Guys, I think that's enough. Sorry. Yeah, that's rough. It doesn't mean that Hugo and Lucas are dead. Ray really wants to go find them, and Jillian knows that we can't do that. Wait. Oh, okay, I see what's going on there. Ray really wants to go find them, and Jillian knows that we can't do that. Okay, so this person is sort of like saying like this is how they feel, right? Like Ray, like of course Ray wants to see like what's happening, and Jillian, you know, knows that they can't, but they're so right. They're like they're doing what they feel like they have to in that particular situation, and you know it is what it is. All we can do is wait. Everyone's anxious. I'm anxious. What's important is after the decision. What can you do from there? The struggle is what's important. What can I do now? What is it that I should do? I want to go check if they're okay, but Ray's right. We can't do that. We can't go back to the shelter. We can only wait. The 7 walls. No, now's not the time. We don't have everything ready yet. And there's the risk. I don't think the Rotary clan will back down after this. If we get attacked again, now, it's over for us. We need to regroup. First, set up the infrastructure to live. That's the first priority. I need to secure safety and strengthen our defenses. Everyone, for now, let's eat, bruh. Yo, Emma, my child. What can I do now? What should I do? To protect the lives Hugo and Lucas saved. I can't stop. I have to look after everyone's lives. Emma, can I talk to you? Read this. Lucas gave it to me when we left the shelter. A note? It's what Lucas heard on the call that came to the room. It was right before we were attacked. Yo, a call? Oh, come on. A call? I wasn't expecting that. A call? So they contacted us? Yeah. But the enemy said that they killed every last supporter. Oh, this is... Ring. Lucas picks up the phone. First, I heard static. Then a 20-second recording. My name is William Minerva. I will raise the revolt. I shall give you the world you deserve. I will end the Neverland. I give you this new promise. First, leave the farms and go to this place. I will be waiting for you all. 735-941-10-10-7-13-11-2-21-8. I guess they're like coordinates probably. The rest is just a row. The rest is a row of numbers, just as it's written in the note. Mr. Minerva was alive? No, this was also a recording. But it bothers you, right? You've heard a recording that Mr. Minerva made before, as did Lucas. At Goldie Pond, the call sounded like Mr. Minerva was going to let us decide the path we wanted to take. I will not break it myself, but if you want that, neither I nor my supporters will stop you. But this time, I will end the Neverland. He sounds different. Perhaps he changed his mind later, or it's a completely different person. What does it mean? But either way, he's not an enemy. Yeah, he contacted us now. If he were the enemy, he would have used the call before to attack or trap us, to attack before the attack to trap us. That'd be more efficient. Someone who claimed to be Mr. Minerva, but is not an enemy, reached out to us? Who? Was it really Mr. Minerva? Or a survivor of the supporters? For now, this place is safe. But we don't know when they could find and attack us here. Just like the shelter. We have no idea who it is. But in order to handle and face the Rotary clan, if he's an ally, it might be a good idea to partner with this Minerva. We can send a small team of messengers or check and get in touch with him to see who he is. I was told to show this note to everyone if they didn't come back after a day. I knew it. Lucas expected this would happen from the start, but I couldn't stop him. I let him go even though I knew. Sorry. Think of this as my parental duty. You must run. Don't come back here. You need to protect everyone. He entrusted everyone to us. We have to protect our family and friends, no matter what. Us alone. For Lucas and Hugo. This way. We can get out to the ground from here too. No one will see us. Sorry. Are you sure this is what you want, Alicia? Dominic? I know that this is wrong, but we don't want to leave them behind either. Let's go. Emma and the others can't do anything because there's no information. Even if we can't get near the shelter, maybe we can find something out. Yo. Boom. Found you. Son. Ah! You and right? I think we Promise Neverland 110 end. No, let's go. Cockroach, man. Cockroach. Those are the worst type of characters, the roach characters. So annoying. And what's worse is it's like, come on. Why? What are you doing? This little children, why? Why? What are you doing? Why don't you go outside? And they keep showing that owl, man. Right? It's like either the owl is like a surveillance, is surveillance for the Rotary clan, right? And on the Peter side, or it's like this, the owl's like the supporters, like watching them, right? So it's one of those two things. But this is annoying. But we know it's gonna happen. We knew it was coming, but it's still annoying. We're just like, why do the kids have to do that? Why do they have to go outside? Why is Andrew still alive? It's so annoying. Like, it's so frustrating. You know what I mean? Why can't he just be like, get out of here? Go home. Go home, Andrew. Go home. Ugh. So for me, this is quite the chapter. And there are like a couple of scenarios, right? The one thing I like about this sort of instance is about this instance and right, and what's going on is there are a few scenarios that immediately just sort of like, right? They just start kind of like going off in my head. One, Andrew just kills the children. And is like, okay, I'm gonna kill these kids here, and then I'm gonna go back and regroup or whatever. Two, Andrew kills the children and uses the children's dead bodies as an incentive, like to anger the others and make them come after him and then set a trap or whatever, right? Three, Andrew keeps them alive but injures them to a certain point, right? Maybe cuts off legs. Well, he does something. You don't know. But he does something and keeps them alive, makes them, put out some sort of message or whatever. And again, tries to trap the rest of them, right? This is the type of stuff that this is like in the wild, like this is stuff that like animals do. Like animals would like, right? Like animals like set traps for like other particular animals. They'd be like, okay, we're gonna set this off or whatever, because we know other animals will like gravitate towards it, and then we'll like jump that other animal that's come to like feed on, let's say like a carcass or whatever, something like that, and then they have double the food or something, right? Like this is like something that animals do. This is like a very instinctive like animal like kingdom, like just sort of like tactic where you are like, all right, I don't want to work too hard to get what it is that I want, so I'm gonna attack these like children, okay? Because they're children, right? These are like children, right? You know what I mean? Like they're very young. They're not that old. They can't move like super fast. You know what I mean? Have you ever chased like kids? They're not like they're fast for their age, but like against like an adult, it's a joke. You know what I mean? It's like let's say like if I'm like playing tag with like kids and I work in an after school program. Let's say like I'm playing tag with kids or whatever. They're like, I'm catching them. I'm like, boop, boop, and it's fun because they know that, but it's also like come on. So there are just a bunch of things that could happen because of this, and because the children like didn't listen. They didn't take Ray's sort of warnings to heart, and Emma's sort of like also like sort of warnings to heart, and be like, look, this is all we can do. Let's not do that. Now they're out there. They're vulnerable. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, so there's that, right? And that like there are a few scenarios, but I think the main scenario that's coming with that is Andrew's going to do something to the children, and they're going to be used as bait to lure out the other kids, right? Like that I believe like that's going to be the thing, because nothing else is going to lure the kids out other than like their own like family being in danger, right? That's about it. I'm interested in hearing like who the supporter on the other line is. I don't know if that's a trap. But this is why I like the Promised Neverland, right? Like we don't know if it's a trap. We're not sure if it's actually one of the supporters. It could be Norman. We don't know, right? You know what I mean? There are so many different ways to think about it, and that's what I kind of like about it. It's like, it's like to me, it's very clear. Like, oh, here are some sort of like scenarios that we have, and here's some worlds that we can take, and that's always a good thing. To me, that's always a good thing. I always like to be able to sort of do that. I don't necessarily right. I'm not calling it like, this is my theory for what's going to happen in the Promised Neverland. That's not what this is, right? It's not anything like that. It's just like, hey, like, this might happen. I don't know. Not sure based on just like, what we have right now and this is what might happen soon, right? Within the next chapter, within the next 2 chapters. Right? I'm not thinking too far ahead necessarily when it comes to this stuff. But we'll see, and it's good, and it's like I anticipate, I'm looking forward to it. It should be very interesting. And yeah. It'd be really dope. Oh man, should have taken a nap. Well. But should be very interesting. All right. Again, there's not too much to talk about, right? This is a chapter that's very straightforward, and things move forward. Right. It's like the kids go out. That's going to lead to the kids go out. That moves the plot forward in a certain way, which leads to Andrew finding them, which leads to whatever it is Andrew's going to do to them, which leads to the other children having to respond in kind, right? Like so, like that's what we have right now. Okay, so again, very straightforward chapter. I'm not trying to rank chapters or anything like that. I don't want to like do anything like that. Really. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. If you couldn't make it to this particular stream, it is what it is. All right. Like I'm always going to be doing streams. I'm always doing that stuff. So yet again, thank you for coming through. This was my live reaction / initial thoughts to The Promised Neverland, chapter 110. I'm not going to talk for like super long because this is a very straightforward chapter. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. Shout out to BDV for coming through. All right. BDV is my guy. All right. And I'm a Black Manga Critic, y'all. I'm gonna get to that Hunter reaction. Okay, look out for that. If you're watching, look out for that. All right, regardless of if you're gonna catch a live stream or not. All right, and I'm out you.